Hey guys, Batman here. Just saying welcome to this review of the Batman vs. Superman Batman action figure. Sit back, enjoy the show, and it starts right now. Hey guys, what's up? Batman here, and I am here to review and unbox this. The Batman vs. Superman Batman from the DC Comics Multiverse series. The Collect and Connect Grapnel Blaster replica. Now, according to this box, I guess all the characters transform into a gun. Now that made me not want to get it because I wanted just a pure figurine, not a transformable figurine. But get into that later, I guess. It could be this thing in the background of the figure that actually connects to make the gun, but I'm not sure. But by the looks of the guy in this box, it looks like there's quite a bit of posability, and I like that. I usually don't do any action figure reviews and unboxings on this channel, but I figured since, I got the awesome Batman voice changer mask, and the awesome Batman shirt, and the awesome Batman action figure, I might as well review the Batman action figure. And I think I'll do a review of this helmet as well. Well, it's not really a helmet as much as it's just a mask, but I think I'll do a review of that coming up as well. So, look for that. Please like, comment, and subscribe. So let's get into this unboxing. The back of this, one thing that really draws it back, gives you a picture of the grapnel blaster replica, and it shows you the rest of the action figures that are in the line. And I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, it passed. Anyway, yeah. See, what I like about a figure, when you pick a figure up at the store, if it's a character that you've liked and you've grown attached to and you've loved since you were a child and you're getting the action figure, you basically would thrive upon, well, most collectors would, about the box containing a little bio on the character. But that's not the case in this one. There's no bio on the back of this box whatsoever, which is a real drawback to me. For a collector, I mean, if I was going to keep him in the box, it would really suck to not having the bio on the back. But what it does say on the back is DC Comics Multiverse figures are inspired by comic-based character, rich in entertainment sources such as movies and video games. These figures are, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that word because I'm not going to sound like an idiot. Designed to be truly authentic, celebrating the many universes of entertaining DC Comics material. That's all it says. Well, I'm gonna tell you, this multiverse thing, these aren't the only figures that are in the line. There's different boxes. There's 2 different boxes of the multiverse. The figures are relatively the same size as the Batman in this box. There was a really nice Joker that I wanted to get. He was in a tuxedo. His face looked so freaking, what's the word? Looked very disturbing and awesome at the same time. I can't remember what the Joker's name was. They had a particular name for him on the box, but he looked so awesome. I was going to get him tonight along with the Batman, but prices on this Batman vs. Superman stuff and multiverse stuff isn't cheap, so I'm going to warn you that right off the bat if you want to get one of these Batman figures. or you want to get this Batman mask voice changer. It's not cheap, and DC's racking in the dough on it. So, enough talking, let's get this guy open up. There we go, the sides open up. Okay. Nah, everything just falls down. Anyway. So, Batman was relatively easy to get out. Not seeing anything that's holding him in. It just looks like you just push him out, which is good and bad. I've seen figures get broken or damaged just being able to be pushed out, and it just, I guess I'll get to see how well DC makes their figures. Oh my gosh. I have to cut this, I'm thinking. Wow. There we go. One hand out. Come on. Really? Wow. You really know how to keep Batman snug in here. There we go. Alright. Now those legs. One leg, two legs. Alright. I really don't like how they packaged this cape. There we go. Okay, so here he is outside of his box. His facial expression's pretty, normal. The bat suit, very well detailed, very nice. His cape, it's just this basic plastic rubber. I don't know why they stopped investing in cloth capes, but maybe it's because cloth capes get dirty very easily, and if they get too dirty, there's no way of cleaning them. I don't know. But what I remember is my old Batman figure was a gold Batman. It was part of the animated series Mini Batman line, and it had a cloth cape, but the cloth cape was removable. It just had this little thing on his neck that clipped on to his neck to, attach the cape. So, if I really wanted to, if it got dirty, I could have probably thrown it in the washer and washed it and all that stuff. But I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. This mask is pushing down on the tip of my nose, and it's making my nose itch like a son of a gun. So, I guess we should get the articulation out of the way. So, his head, starting at his head, will rotate a full 360 degrees. I would not force it. If it's stiff, I wouldn't force it because you could break it. His head didn't feel like, it feels like it's on there, but feels like if you used enough force, you could pop his head off like nothing. His arms will rotate probably a full 360 degrees, but the cape is right here blocking it. And you don't want to force joints because here again, you'll break it. Even though it's on, seems like it's on, it's on a ball joint, so his arm will move out as well. DC did not disappoint as far as the posability goes, because you could do so many poses with Batman and Superman if they're super articulated for this. So his elbow will move up and down. His wrist will rotate a full 360 degrees. No movement in the fingers. Looks like his fingers are half open. Maybe there is an accessory that you can buy or something to put in his hand. I don't know. So that was his arms and hands. And his head. Alright. Looks like his torso has a little bit of movement. Not very much, but enough. Enough where you could move him all the way down and he would have like a little slouch thing going on. Or you can move it all the way up and he will be bent back pretty far. One thing I noticed about this guy, the paint, the gray paint that they used for this guy, it looks like it's a very cheap brand and it looks like it could chip very easily if played with. I mean, if a kid was to buy this and play with it excessively, I could see that the paint would chip off very easily. I'm not sure. I've never owned the actual DC character before. Well, I have a Batman from the original Tim Burton movies, the retro video game version, but it's still in the box. I've never opened it, and I plan on keeping it that way. This was supposed to be my first Batman since I was a kid that I've opened up and, posed and whatever, because I'm real excited about the Batman vs. Superman movie. But anyways, enough talk. Let's go down to the legs. His leg. Ooh, is that a movement or is that nothing like that? Okay, so is that part of it? Does the other one do that? The other one should do that. Okay, well, here again, I don't want to force this. Alright. Other people may have this issue as well with this figure, but if you go down to the leg here, if you notice on the side right here, there's a hinge right here. So his leg has a little bit of movability right here. Oh, that's the wrong leg that I was working with. Has a little bit of posability. Actually, a lot of posability. That's very nice. This one, however, it's got the same hinge, but it doesn't want to move. It's really stiff. And I can't stress this enough. If you have a figure that you like and you don't want it to break, if the joints are stiff, do not try and force them to move. You could break it. So, that part's out of the way now. These legs will move up and down. They probably could move up further if it wasn't for his utility belt kind of blocking and restricting the movement. His knee will bend up and down, and right here it will rotate probably 360 degrees, and it will. And his foot will move up and down, slight pivot, not very much to work with. There's also, to those of you that are openers and collectors, there's also peg joints, so you can obviously buy a stand for him if it wasn't already included. Let me see, there's this other little thing that was included with the figure. I want to see if it's anything. Okay, so does that mean... No, it doesn't. I'm not sure exactly what this is. I mean, I guess this is supposed to be some kind of stand for him, but I'll get to that in a minute. Overall, this figure is very nice. Obviously you can tell by looking at the figure, if you're a collector, professional collector, you can really go in on this, and you can see that there was details put in, but details that would have been a lot better had they used like different strokes of gray or something like that to make it more detailed rather than one straight gray. Like the marks on his legs, the spit on his legs, could have been more detailed had they used like different strokes of gray or something, some kind of different color that would have, made the details pop a little more. The cowl they used, the cowl paint it's pretty okay. I like it. Batman's classic cowl color. Still, even though I'm loving, the whole armored Batman suit thing and everything for the new movie, I still hate the way they did his bat symbol. The bat symbol should never be that big. Even my shirt that I got, it's the Batman versus Superman shirt. Even this bat symbol ain't that huge. But whatever. It's whatever DC wants. DC gets. But anyways, overall, very good picture. Very good pic. Oh my god, very good figure. Anyways, very good figure. I would highly recommend it if you're a Batman fan and you collect action figures. Even for display and you're not playing with them or whatever. Very good figure to get. I would highly recommend opening him though, even though if you're trying to keep him in the box. He's well better outside the box than in, because of the fact that they disincluded like the bio and stuff like that. To me, that makes them staying in the box a lot more worth it, but that's just me, I guess. But anyway, very worthwhile figure. I plan on hopefully adding the armored suit Batman to my collection, but Walmart was unfortunately sold out of him. I got the very last regular Batman suit that they had there. So I'm hoping they get more Batman stuff coming up. Last Batman mask as well that I got. So yeah. Sorry, I keep rubbing my nose. It's just making my nose itch so bad. Anyway, this did come with a little plastic thing that looks like a bat symbol. I'm sure this is supposed to be some kind of glider that he's supposed to be able to stand on or something. Actually, let me look at the back of the box. No, there's nothing like this showing on the back of the box. So, most likely, I don't know, this could be part of that grapple or grappler or whatever the hell it is. Could be part of it. But I think if he was to set Batman here, it wouldn't be a bad bat display, except for one thing. And that's the fact that there's no pegs. So, you really can't display him that well, because, it would be nice if this was A, black and yellow, and B, that there was pegs on here so you could display him properly. That would be very nice, but whatever. Still, very good figure. I would highly recommend him. Let's talk about the utility belt. Very nice. I didn't think I was gonna really care for the fact that it was a black utility belt and not a gold utility belt like the original like the old school animated Batman, but I like the black. It looks really nice. Yeah. See if it has anything on the back here. Just the individual specified action figure number. Nothing really going on. It doesn't look like the cape can be removed at all, unless you want to break the cape off completely, and it'll just look like crap then. So, again, very good figure. I would highly recommend it. I would give this figure actually a 10 out of 10. Very, very poseable. Very, not sure along the lines adorable goes, but very worthwhile nonetheless, and I'm glad to have it. One thing that people that getting this for their kids, I don't know if any parents give the lowdown on figures to their kids anymore, like so that they know like what not to do to break it. But the utility belt, it does not move up or down. It stays. It's glued in. You could probably do this, but I'm sure that the belt would break, and well, even if it did break, it wouldn't look as good with, the belt would go up and down, without you wanting it to. And I don't care. Kids don't really care about the belt going up and down because they're not buying an action figure to collect it. They're buying an action figure to play with it. Again, I think this would be a very decent figure to play with as well for kids, except, like I said, the stiff joint problems and the fact that I have a feeling that if this paint was smacked up hard enough, it could chip right off. So you'll look for that. But then when I was a kid, all my figures had paint chips, all of them, because I played with them like excessively. So I just thought that I would just give you guys a heads up, review this, and all that fun stuff. I think I'm gonna wear this to Comic-Con coming up, maybe. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you liked this video. Hope you enjoyed the review. Hope I was very informative. Hope I was very helpful to you guys. Review of this thing coming very soon, and other good stuff coming soon. So please like, comment, and subscribe, guys. All your support means the world to me. I'll see you guys in the next video, though. Later.